Nobody call that number. Nobody call that number! A demand schedule for Wumpets. Well, a Wumpet went down to Georgia to see the devil there. What?
Once upon a time, in the not-too-distant future...
Next Sunday, AD? Discovered what? What did they discover? What did you discover? What did you
The Wumpets
serves many useful purposes. Purposes which we haven't yet dreamed of in our present society.
Like what? Sir, don't touch that. Oh, it's a vase. Now it's back to this thing. Sir, those are nipples. Don't do that, please. What?
As happens
That
to
came
most
out of the
products,
food hole.
The price of Wumpets changes from time to time in response to the law of demand and supply.
The law! Breaking the
We
law!
should begin,
Breaking the...
then, by explaining what demand is.
Oh.
There are two definitions of demand, and they interact with each other.
Like, is this...
One
Part
is
of this is
desire for a
animated,
good or
part of this is
service
stop
combined
motion.
with the
Okay,
ability
desire
to
for
pay
a product, the ability to pay for it. That's demand.
As you can see, this is a two-part definition. You have to have desire for a product before you can consider buying it.
Hamina, look at the nipples on that
unless you can
Wumpet!
pay for it. Mere desire alone is not enough. Mere purchasing power alone is not enough. To have true demand, as we
If I fart on it,
economists
they'll
look
have
at
to
it,
give it to me.
the consumer must
Sir.
have both.
Oh, you got it. Okay, good.
The other definition of demand is a schedule of prices and quantities for a product that
Miss
consumers
Minutes.
might buy over some
Oh, maybe that's
time
Miss
period.
Minutes' dad.
Let's show this schedule
Oh, geez.
approach by using a graph.
This is like a
On
wannabe
the
Jim
vertical
Henson
axis,
film.
We'll measure price per unit.
Okay.
This represents the price we want each individual Wumpet to sell for.
$1.
On the
$1.
horizontal axis, we plot quantity.
How many Wumpets
This
we have?
axis shows the number of Wumpets we can sell at a given price.
Okay.
Now we can look at a schedule of prices and quantities for Wumpets.
Oh, really? Can
If we
we?
charge $30 per Wumpet, we can expect to sell 60,000 of them nationwide in a day.
Ooh. In a day?
Shown on a graph, it would be the point we now see.
See?
If we lower the price to $20, we can expect to sell 90,000 Wumpets each day.
Wow.
If we lower the price again to $10,
Let me guess.
we can expect
180,000.
to sell still more Wumpets in a day. This
180,000?
time, it's expected that we can sell 180,000 of them each day.
Yeah, that's what I figured. And now you've built a house.
Does
Whoa.
this example seem
Did you hear that
realistic in
weird
terms of
breath?
what we all have noticed in real life? Of course it does. The lower the price, the more we can sell. The higher the price, the less we can sell.
Okay.
This is the basic law of demand. Quantity sold is inversely related to the price that's charged.
Okay. I get it.
Obviously,
I get it. Yeah, one
the
gets
prices
bigger,
and
one gets
quantities
smaller.
of
Okay.
Wumpets can't be limited to the three examples here. Many other prices can
Did
be
it all
charged,
for the
causing
Wumpets.
many other possible quantities to be sold as well. A complete demand schedule for Wumpets might look like this.
But
At
why?
last, we have a typical demand schedule, such as we
Right.
see in economics all the time.
This is the new roller coaster
Notice
that's coming
that
to
it is
Knott's Berry
downward
Farm.
sloping from left to right. This means that it is negatively sloped, or that there is a negative relationship between price and quantity. At higher prices, we sell less, and at lower prices,
We sell more. Okay. Thank you, fake Jim Henson. Listen, we got a fake Jim Henson. It's called the
Obviously,
Wumpets.
consumers are
You do
willing
the
to
math.
buy more Wumpets if the price is low enough. Review. If price is high, we sell less. If price is low, we sell more.
Yeah. We
High
get it.
price,
Yeah.
low price.
Yeah, we got it.
High
Move
price,
on.
low
Let's see a positive supply
This
demand.
movement along the demand curve is called a change in quantity demanded. We can always spot a change in quantity demanded because it happens in response to a change in price.
All right.
When we lower price, the quantity demanded increases. When we raise price, the quantity demanded decreases.
Yeah, we know this.
In
You
the real
told
world,
us.
If sales volume changes due to price changes, we call this situation a change in quantity demanded.
Then we call this a change in quantity demanded.
Now, what about a change in demand?
I don't know.
To understand what might bring about a change in demand, as opposed to a mere change in quantity demanded,
Yeah.
we need to go back to our first definition of demand. Remember it? Demand is a desire for a
desire
good
of
or
the product
service
and the
combined
ability
with
to
the
pay
ability
for
to
it.
pay for it.
So people don't have the ability to pay for it.
Since
They
this
ain't
is
gonna
really
buy
a
you
two-part
Wumpets.
definition, we should examine both parts in more detail. Let's look at desire first.
Desire.
Desire represents wants or personal tastes and preferences. For example,
What is he doing
if
with
the
his
public
hands? Oh my
tastes
God!
change,
Don't look, kids.
So they want more Wumpets than ever before. We could show this on the graph by shifting the demand schedule outward to the right. Notice that more Wumpets are bought at all prices than were bought before. Wumpets would be a very popular item in this case. But what if tastes changed the other way? What if people wanted fewer Wumpets at all prices than before?
Well,
You've
then I think the
probably
graph's
already
gonna
guessed it.
slide
The
back this
demand
way.
curve would shift inward to the left. So you can see how demand is affected by the consuming public's tastes and preferences.
What can we do
What
to
about
increase
the
their
other half
taste?
Of our first definition of demand, purchasing power.
How about the other half
If
for
consumers'
purchasing
incomes go
demand?
up, would we expect them to buy more or less Wumpets?
This is the entire budget for this film.
If your income goes up, do you buy more or less things?
Less.
Normally, we would expect you to buy more of everything as your income increases. Therefore, as consumers' incomes
Spider-Man?
rise,
I think
we
I had
expect
that
them to buy
pinball
more
machine!
Wumpets along
Oh
with
my
everything
God, I
else.
think I had that! I think I had that!
On our graph, the
I'm having a
demand curve will
flashback.
again move to the right. In other words, as people's incomes go up, their demand for everything, including Wumpets, will go up. But what would happen if people's incomes drop? Would they buy more or less Wumpets than before?
Well, they wouldn't have the
If you
money to
guessed
buy
that
a
they would
Wumpet.
want less, you would be right.
Is okay, so
people's
are his
incomes go
pockets
down, the
like
demand for
he's
Wumpets
not wearing
goes down
clothes?
because their
So
demand
what?
for
Okay,
everything goes down.
is it like a kangaroo pulling the pouch? Okay, I don't need to know.
Review. A
Please.
change in demand occurs when people's tastes or incomes change. If tastes change so people want more of a product than before, demand moves to the right.
Yeah, here we go
If
with this
tastes
again.
change so people are tired of the product and want less of it than before, demand moves to the left.
Meow.
Also, if income, or if you wish, purchasing power changes, demand will change as a result. If
One's
incomes
gonna
go
get
up,
bigger. Yeah, here we
demand
go.
goes up.
Ooh.
And if incomes decrease, demand decreases.
Hmm.
We call this whole process a change in demand.
A change in demand.
So the
He
difference between a
was
change in
demand,
and
and
a
now
change in
he's
quantity
changed in
simple.
demand.
If the only cause of the change in quantity sold is a change in price, then the situation is called a change in quantity demanded. And we show this on a graph by movement along a stable, non-shifting demand curve. But if the
There's
change
an
in
earthquake,
quantity sold
all
is
bets
caused
are
by a
off.
change in people's tastes, or incomes, or both, then we call this situation a change in demand, because the whole demand
Changing
curve
demand,
moves.
changing demand, changing demand, changing
Understanding
demand.
this,
Whoa,
we are
God, where
ready
were those
to go on
arrows?
and take a look at the other side of the
Well,
market,
okay.
supply.
Going through the Suez Canal. Oh, wait, this was like the first part? Oh, God. Thank you, Steve Smith from Journey. Tim Ware and Mike Marshall. 1980 was a weird time. Oh, don't look at this! Don't look at this! Don't look at them! Please, change it! Oh God! Don't turn this off! How long is turn it off? Oh God, we're going to jail! We are all the supply demand